Deep in the heart of whispering woods, where the trees stood like silent giants and the moonbeams struggled to pierce the thick canopy, lived a little fox named Finley. Unlike the other foxes who were content chasing rabbits in sun-dappled clearings, Finley was drawn to the mysteries of the dark forest, a place spoken of only in hushed, fearful tones. The elders warned of strange shadows and eerie silence, but Finley's heart was filled with courage, not fear. He believed that light could be found even in the darkest of places. So one evening, as twilight painted the sky in shades of purple and orange, Finley took a deep breath, his fluffy tail held high, and stepped into the unknown. The air grew heavy and cool. Gnarled branches, like bony fingers, reached out from all sides. Every snap of a twig echoed, and the silence seemed to have a sound of its own. Finley's ears twitched, his nose sniffing the unfamiliar scents of damp earth and ancient trees. He was alone, but not afraid. His mission was simple: to find the legendary sun petal flower, said to bloom only in the deepest part of the forest and possess the power to bring light. As he ventured deeper, he encountered the forest's timid inhabitants. First, a family of hedgehogs, huddled together, their quills trembling. Finley didn't run past them. He stopped, smiled warmly, and shared a wild berry he'd saved. "There's nothing to fear when you have a friend," he chirped, his voice a beacon of warmth in the gloom. The hedgehogs, surprised by his kindness, pointed him further down a hidden path. Next, he came across a wise old owl perched on a branch, one eye half closed. "The path ahead is tricky, little one," the owl hooted softly. "It is guarded by illusions that prey on your deepest fears." Finley thanked the owl for his wisdom. He knew the greatest obstacles were often not the ones you could see, but the ones you imagined. Sure enough, the forest began to play tricks on his mind. Shadows danced and morphed into menacing shapes, whispers seemed to call his name, and the path ahead would twist and vanish. But Finley remembered the owl's words. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and focused on his goal. He thought of the warmth of the sun, the courage in his heart, and the friends he'd made. When he opened his eyes, the illusions had faded. The path was clear. Finally, in a small, secluded clearing, he saw it. A single flower, its petals glowing with a soft, golden light, bathing the area in a gentle, warm radiance. It was the sun petal. As Finley approached, the light grew brighter, pushing back the oppressive darkness. He didn't pick the flower. He understood its magic wasn't meant to be taken, but to be shared. He began his journey back, but this time he wasn't alone. The hedgehogs, inspired by his bravery, joined him. The owl flew overhead, guiding them. Other creatures, drawn by the light of his courage, emerged from their hiding spots. They retraced their steps, and as they walked, the path Finley had forged seemed less intimidating, the shadows less menacing. When Finley returned to the edge of the woods, he was hailed as a hero. He hadn't brought back a magical flower, but something far more powerful. The understanding that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward despite it. He showed everyone that the darkest places can be illuminated not by magic, but by a single act of bravery and a kind heart. And the dark forest was still dark, but it was no longer a place of fear, for they knew a brave little fox had walked its paths and found the light within. Thank you so much for joining me on Finley's adventure today. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tales from the woods. See you next time.